is a lot of Salafis are arguing in one of my comment sections of the video of Yusuf al Hanbali saying that Salafis are not Sunni, and they keep saying I'm emotional and I don't have any arguments. Well, one of the reasons I made this channel is because I feel like the only way you can actually argue effectively is by showing people, through a video, because otherwise they're just going to say you're lying or you're making things up and you have no proof. Anyways, one of the first things that said is, "Are oh you said that? Hold on, let me find everything he said." Okay, so he said, "Are Sufis Ash'aris that you mentioned part of Ahl Sunnah? What are your evidences?" Well, there's a reason I make these videos for a reason. Hanbalis that consider Ash'aris to be Sunni, and there's a lot of them, right? It's a long video, so as a Salafi, you have to reject like 700 years worth of uh, Hanbali tradition. You know what I mean? And yes, there are some Hanbalis that didn't consider them Sunni, but more do consider them Sunni. So, you know, you'd have to reject most of their opinions. And, I say, oh, because I always say that Salafis hate Sunnis, right? And, it's true, right? And I'll explain it. For example, this guy, let's find it.
It's not like Hanafiya, Shafi'iyya, Malikiyya, Hanabila. That's not what the difference here. The difference here is Sunnah Bid'ah. The Brelwiya and the Diyobandis are Ahlul Bid'ah. Okay, the Brelwis are kuffar, they're not Muslims. And the Diyobandis, on the other hand, are Mubtadi'a, Dalun, Mudil, misguided people. Anyone who attributes that belief and that ideology is Mubtadi'a, is a misguided individual. Now the Salafiyun are on the other side. So Ahlul Haqq, he has to only follow the people of truth.
And that's why I hate how prideful they are. Oh, we're the Ahlul Haq. Look how great we are, better than everyone. But anyways, look, see, he said Barelvis are kuffar. That's a pretty big statement. And remember, this is their one of their main principles: 10 nullifiers of Islam, right? From Abdul Aziz ibn Baz. I know for a fact this guy adheres to his works, no doubt about it. And I'm pretty sure Muhammad ibn Wahhab wrote this book. This is just a commentary of it from Abdul Aziz ibn Baz. So this is basically, they call it the 10 nullifiers of Islam. It's actually the 10 takfirs. That's what I call it. And here's what it says. The third one: whoever does not hold the polytheists to be disbelievers, or has doubts about their disbelief, or considers their ways to be correct, has committed disbelief. Right? So, in other words, if you don't agree with him that Barelvis are kafar, then you're also a kafir, according to this principle. And I know he adheres to these things. So, for example, I think Asrar Rashid might be from a Barelvi tradition. So, if you don't takfir him, then you're a kafir. In fact, this guy debated Asrar Rashid on graves or whatever, right? So no doubt he has to consider Ashar Rashid a kafir for defending the point of view of the grave stuff, right? So, and remember, like majority of Muslims, like 90%, or like Ashari, Maturidi, Sufi, or whatever. Most of them, maybe less, if you don't count Shias, right? But I meant Sunnis, like 90%. Most Sunnis are not Salafi, so you'd have to consider a more majority of Muslims to not be Sunni, or a majority of Sunnis to not be Sunni, and that's a lot of people. So that's why I say that Salafis are dividing Sunnism. If you don't have any blah blah. Anyways, I just made the video. He thinks he's. I hate this guy. You can't provide. This is spreading disinformation. Like I have the facts. I know what I'm talking about. And he keeps thinking I'm only using Wikipedia. All I said is that Wikipedia knows more than you do. I didn't say I do use it sometimes, but that's because it knows more than Salafis. But these guys think they just took one statement and say, oh, because I said this. Wikipedia page knows more about Salafism than you do, which is absolutely true. So then they automatically have to, take any weakness that they might see in me and have to take it and say, oh, you take all your resources from Wikipedia. Wallahi, Wikipedia knows more. I mean, be honest, who do you trust more? Salafis, who are very, comes from Saudi Arabia, very political, trying to, lie to deceive people, or Wikipedia, which is open source. I'm not saying you should use it all the time or anything. I'm just saying between the two, who would you trust more? Obviously, I think Wikipedia is way more trustworthy. Right? I know Wikipedia lies sometimes, but I know for a fact Salafis lie way more. And like this comment really pissed me off. The sad state of Muslims propagating lies. Well, if you actually knew the truth of Salafi, you'd know that it's full of lies. They always attribute content to the Salaf that isn't true. That's my whole channel. and this guy's calling me, and they're like, "You were destroying him." I hate, you know, don't ever use the word destroy. Like the prophet would never say destroyed him in an argument. That's just disrespectful, even if you did destroy someone. Anyways, that's it.